Hey guys, welcome back to the recap. Alright, so this week on the recap for NXT, we start off NXT strong with a semi-final qualifying match in the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament, the Women's Tag Team Tournament. First, the team of Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, not Rachel, sorry, that's my fault. Raquel Gonzalez, they came out and they went off against the team of I'm not used to any of these names. Casey Catanzaro, if that's how you say her last name, Catanzaro, and the other lady is Kaden. I don't even know her last name. I just know it's Kaden. So Casey and Kaden is the name of their tag team. I believe Casey is Ricochet's girlfriend from what I remember. But anyway, so they had a good match. It was a good back and forth match. But at one point, I guess Casey was trying to like do a rebound move off of her partner back and maybe do like a tilt-a-whirl DDT or something like that on Dakota Kai, but it kind of got messed up because, you know, like, it's very hard to do all that stuff and nail it perfectly 100% of the time. You know, one of the greatest luchadors ever, Rey Mysterio, you know, sometimes he has mishaps with flying moves, especially when the other person's not used to high flyers, so it's understandable. It was still a good match. It's just, it was sloppy right at that part when they tried to do that rebound tag team move thing. So they had their match. It was pretty good. I'm looking at my notes right now. What's it? Catanzaro? I think I said that pretty well now. Catanzaro did like some crazy move where she climbed up the scaffold thing that was in the arena and she jumped off of it. Kind of reminded me of Jeff Hardy when he did that. And she jumped off of it into a crossbody on Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Also, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez did some crazy tag team move where like Raquel Gonzalez had the other girl in fireman's carry and she just like tossed her up, and as she was coming down, Dakota Kai did like a Pele kick to her face, which was really cool. I never seen that before. Catanzaro did some crazy move that reminds me of like the Phoenix Splash mixed with like a spiral tap. I don't even know what you call that. I don't know if she was supposed to land like on her like butt, like because she kind of landed on Raquel Gonzalez's face with her butt, or if she was supposed to land in a stomp. I have no clue, or a back senton or a front. I don't know where she like how she was supposed to finish that move, but she just did like a backflip spiral twist in I don't know what move. I don't even know what you call it. I wonder what she calls that move. But yeah. So after that, the match kind of turned from there, and then Raquel Gonzalez kind of, I don't know what she did. She I guess Catanzaro was trying to do a move or something, and Catanzaro is kind of small. Raquel Gonzalez is big, so she like hoisted her up with that one hand power choke slam thing that she does, but she doesn't choke you. Like she has you by the sternum and slams you like a power bomb, and she made it look crazy because the Catanzaro is so small, so it was probably way easy for her to like just really hoist her up and just slam her to the ground. But that's how we started off NXT. Let's see how the rest of the show goes. Alright guys, so this match, I had to write down a lot of notes, by the way, for this match. That's how you know it was a crazy match, if I gotta write down a lot of notes. But this next match that they had up on NXT was insane. So far, it's the best match of the night for me. I would say it's the best match of the night for me so far, because NXT's not done yet. So, but this one beat the last match. We have the quarterfinals in the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament for the men, and we had a Lucha House Party, and which consisted of Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado, and they went off to face I gotta read this name because my Spanish is not so good. Latango. I think it's Latango del Fantasma. Latango del Fantasma. Sorry if I'm butchering it, but my Spanish is not that good. Yeah, so they went off against Joaquin Wild. I gotta get used to not calling him Joaquin Phoenix, Joaquin Wild, and Raul Mendoza. And they had a phenomenal match. A great back and forth. I feel like this match really highlighted Lucha Libre wrestling. Grand Metalik was doing some type of move. It's the move that where Grand Metalik like runs towards the ropes and then he kind of like walks across the ropes in like a circle, kind of like a dance thing, and then he'll jump and springboard, kick you in the face. But he was running to the ropes and he didn't know Joaquin Phoenix was behind him, running with him, and he jumped, spun around, tried to do the rope walk thing, and Joaquin Phoenix nailed him. I mean, I'm not Joaquin Phoenix. There's just so many names. Raul Mendoza nailed him in the face with like a flying kick, and then when he fell to the outside, then I'm about to call him Joaquin Phoenix. Well, I'm just say Joaquin. Joaquin does like a crazy through the ropes kind of suicide dive. The spring we had like Lince Dorado do like a rebound kind of like handstand, bounce off the rope, backflip into a Stone Cold Stunner kind of move, which was pretty crazy. We have Joaquin. Joaquin did like he tried to do like a move on both people from the Lucha House Party, where he did like a rope assisted like leg bounce into like a backflip, and he was supposed to do a double DDT, but his arm didn't get around one person, so he kind of like turned it into a DDT and an arm drag, which was a good save. We had the Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party did like some crazy tag team like rope assist thing where one of them assisted the other one with like walking the ropes while another guy from the other team were sitting on the. I'm just gonna say guys for now because there's so many names that I'm not used to saying. And then so the Lucha House Party assisted their partner onto the rope, and then they jumped, did a Hurricane Rana, flipped that person off the rope onto the floor, onto their own partner of the Fantasma tag team. I'm not gonna even try to Legado del Fantasma. I probably just said it right and don't even realize. But yeah. And then Lince Dorado did a insane. When I say insane, like there's been a few times that I've seen people get that much height. He did an insane top rope moonsault onto Legado del Legado del Fantasma tag team. He did a crazy high moonsault and landed on both of them down on the floor. I thought he got hurt too because he was right near the announcer table and like the corner of it. So I thought he might hit the corner of it and get hurt. And then Dorado, yeah, after he did that crazy moonsault, they got back in the ring. Legado del Fantasma kind of switched around the momentum, and they did a crazy like neck breaker assist flying kick kind of thing. I get not a neck breaker, a Russian leg sweep, a Russian leg sweep assisted with a flying kick. I guess that's their tag team move. And then they picked up the 1, 2, 3. Legado fell. Keep messing it up, guys. Bear with me. Legado del Fantasma. There we go. It helps when you close your eyes. Legado del Fantasma picks up the win, and they move on in the Dusty Road Classic. So far, NXT is really good, and this is the top match so far for me. Alright, guys. So I am so excited right now. Something just crazy that I never even fathomed just happened on NXT. And let's just get right to it. So we had a crazy segment. It wasn't even a match. It was a segment. It was honestly the best segment in wrestling in the past, I guess, 2 weeks or so. Even maybe further back than that. I haven't seen every segment, but for WWE, definitely best segment in a couple of weeks. So we had Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne came out, with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. They were talking about how, Pete Dunne was talking about how he's tired of waiting for Finn Balor to give him a title shot. Finn Balor came out. Finn Balor was like, you just keep hiding behind these two guys, so that's why you haven't got a title shot. Pete Dunne was talking about how he's not hiding behind them, and he sent them out of the ring. Finn Balor got in the ring, and he was like, all right, since you're not hiding behind them, you got your shot at NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day, which is coming up for NXT. and it's him versus Finn Balor 1-on-1 for the NXT title. I'm looking forward to that match. Both guys are phenomenal wrestlers. But then the craziest thing that I even think of, I don't know why I didn't even think of this, happened. We had the Rated R Superstar. Edge came out. Edge is on NXT. I don't even know why I didn't think of Edge ever appearing on NXT now that he's back. I don't know why that never crossed my mind, but I don't think I would have ever thought that Edge would ever be at NXT. And honestly, I like the look of Edge being in NXT, to be honest with you. He looked like he would fit in very well in NXT. So Edge came out. Edge is my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time, and Edge, one of the reasons why that is, Edge knows how to cut a promo. Edge is a very good promo cutter. Like, there's people who can just cut promos just like that. They don't need a script. It doesn't seem like they need a script, or it's not scripted, and they believe what they are saying, and it doesn't look like it's not even the world of wrestling. It looks like this man is really like speaking his heart out, or really thinks this. In the first couple of seconds of Edge speaking, he says something that will always just resonate with me for a wrestling promo. He was a segment, promo, whatever you want to call it. He came out. I gotta look down. I wrote some notes. Other brands, I think Vince McMahon won't be happy about this, but it is the God honest truth when it comes to WWE. He stated that Raw and SmackDown, he was talking about, focuses on the E in WWE. If you don't know what WWE stands for, World Wrestling Entertainment. So Raw and SmackDown focuses too much on the entertainment part of WWE. And he said NXT truly focuses on the second W in WWE, the wrestling, World Wrestling. They focus on the wrestling, which I wholeheartedly agree with. Thank you for saying that, Edge. And that's big coming from somebody who's on the main roster. He's a part of Raw. And for him to straight up say, yeah, Raw, SmackDown, they focus too much on entertainment, not the wrestling. NXT is where it is. If you want to be a wrestler, if you want pure wrestling, come to NXT. That is a great endorsement from Edge to say that about NXT and the NXT guys and girls. Think about it. If Edge would go against Finn Balor, if Finn Balor beats Pete Dunne, if Edge was to go against Finn Balor at WrestleMania, that would be the first time at NXT, a current NXT superstar and the NXT champion and the NXT title and the NXT brand would main event a WrestleMania. That would be the very first time. So I honestly really think, and I think that would draw a lot of attention, because a lot of people are, a lot of fans of wrestling is in NXT for WWE. So I really feel like they need to do that. Edge needs to challenge the NXT champion, which I hope will be Finn Balor, because that is like a box office match at WrestleMania. Honestly, like anytime WWE does a first whatever, especially at a stage of WrestleMania, and it would be awesome. Think about it. It's Survivor Series the other year where NXT was a part of it. That honestly was one of the best Survivor Series in history, and I know that drew a lot of attention for WWE with their viewership. They need to put NXT in the main event at WrestleMania this year, and it would be fire. But that was a great promo. Let's see how the rest of NXT goes. That got me hyped for NXT this week. Just Edge showing up on NXT. I think he would fit in really well at NXT. All right, guys. So next up, we have a match between Santos Escobar and Curt Stallion. I'm not that familiar with Curt Stallion. I think he just got to NXT. So this is going to be my first time ever seeing him in a match. The match was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't Yeah, it was okay. It was okay, leaning on the good side, I would say, because Santos Escobar, I know him, and he's a very talented wrestler. So he's a great heel. So it was a good match. Okay match. In the middle of the match, we had Scarlett show up. I was gonna call her Charlotte, But yeah, he hit the legato on Kurt Stallion and picks up the win, 1-2-3. So Santos Escobar retains his title. But then Killian Cross comes out and he kind of like beats up Joaquin, he beats up Raul, and then he says Escobar's on challenge. And I like how Escobar didn't flinch either. Escobar was not scared. I like that. But he said Santos Escobar is on borrowed time with the cruiserweight title. And then what I don't understand is I thought the cruiserweight title, you could only challenge for it in the whole cruiserweight division. You had to be 205 or lower, like your weight. And Killian Cross is like 265 from what I saw online. It might be wrong, but I know he looks big. Like he looks like me big, or even like bigger than me. So 265, because I'm not even 265. So for him to be 265 and him challenging for the cruiserweight title is confusing to me, because I thought you had to be in the cruiserweight division to challenge for the cruiserweight title. That's why I thought it was called the cruiserweight title. So if they're gonna let him challenge for that title and he wins, then the cruiserweight title doesn't really mean that much, because I thought you had to be a cruiserweight, and then cruiserweight doesn't only mean high flying. It just means like you had to be under a certain weight class for that championship in that division. But I guess they're making exceptions. I have no clue. Also too, what happened to him for the world title? He got injured and had to relinquish the NXT world title. What happened to him going after the NXT championship? Like he just came back and was like, oh, forget that. Now let me go for the cruiserweight title, the lesser title. I don't know what's up with that, but and let me know down in the comments if you agree too. Like, should he be challenging for the cruiserweight title, because he's like 265 and the cruiserweight division is from 205 and lower. That's why they had 205 live. But anyway, let's see how the rest of NXT goes. Alright guys, so we had the final match of the night, and man, it's hard to say whether that tag team match I said earlier in the night, Legado del Fantasma match, or this match that just happened. Which one was the better match? Honestly, they're equal to me. So two best matches of the nights, because I can't decide. But it was a Dusty Rhodes quarter final tournament match, and we have the team of Tommaso Ciampa and Thatcher versus the Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong, Adam Cole. So we have Roderick Strong with his crazy chops. We got Thatcher performing a beautiful surfboard kind of submission on Roderick Strong, turning it into a pin in the same vein. So he's a great submission mat wrestler, Thatcher. And sometimes he makes things look pretty, and then sometimes he doesn't make things look pretty. At some point, we had Strong and Ciampa. They had a chopping fest, so they chopping each other back and forth and started striking each other with knee strikes and punches and forearms. This match kind of reminded me of like a New Japan Pro Wrestling match, because in New Japan they strike the mess out of each other with no regard, and that kind of reminded me of New Japan Pro Wrestling. We have Strong with a beautiful superplex off the top rope on Thatcher. We got Adam Cole. Adam Cole has beautiful precision pump kicks. If you want to call it pump kick, Taekwondo version of that, or karate version is jump front kick. You can say a jump thrust boot, whatever you want to call it, but he has beautiful pump kicks, like straight to the face. Also, Adam Cole has crazy jumping enziguris, just precision. That's what I mean by precision. Like, he does not miss those pump kicks, those enziguris. He has a beautiful ushigoroshi. Cole comes in with super kicks. Cole is a master of the super kicks. People who are a master of super kicks will always be Shawn Michaels. What's the guy's name? The Young Bucks. Adam Cole. There's somebody else I'm thinking of who just constantly does super kicks, and it's just beautiful. Or is the tag team I'm thinking of? Johnny Gargano. Down to the wire of the match, we had Cole on the outside. Then he's getting beat up by Thatcher. Then Strong comes on the outside, saves Adam Cole, and then hits like the Olympic, like a back body drop on the barricade on Thatcher. He tries to get back in the ring, and then lo and behold, Ciampa gets up, hits the Widow's Bell. It looked like a nasty Widow's Bell, and Ciampa 1, 2, 3. I'm not mad that they won. It's just if you know me, I am an undisputed era fan through and through. There's three factions I will always love. Is it's always gonna be Bullet Club, Undisputed Era, and why am I forgetting what this faction is called? The Shield. I love the Shield. The Shield was my faction, but I love the Undisputed Era. Anyway, so that was an awesome match, but then we're not done yet, because as Ciampa and Thatcher are on the stage looking at the Dusty Cup, and guess who comes out? Their opponent for next week, the grizzled young veterans. I say grizzled like that because that's how what's his name from the grizzled young veterans? Zach Gibson always says that. He always puts emphasis on the grizzled part. So I'm gonna be saying it like that, just like how I say the rated R superstar thing. But yeah, so the grizzly young veterans come out, and then they all start like talking mess to each other. William Regal, some refs come out, try to calm them down. Thatcher goes to hit one of them, so they all start fighting on the stage, and then that's the end of NXT, which is a good ending. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all the likes and the shares and everything. Appreciate all the followers and subscribers I have right now, and the ones that I'm gonna have in the future. You guys are the best. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with any other wrestling friends that you know, and tune in to the other recaps for this week. We got like AEW, Friday Night SmackDown, and each week going forward. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, peace out.